So the Paul Heyman turn, you had an interesting take for me when we talked earlier. When I brought up Braun and his having lost the title, and then whereas I was like, are they just trying to reposition him now? Now that he won't be part of the IC title race, or why would they put him here? And you said,
I said, number one, that nobody. There's a reason he's not the wise man because it's his nickname. I mean, if you listen to Paul's,
Heyman.
no, if you listen to Triple
Oh,
H's speech at the Hall of Fame, he basically says that fucking, you know, if it's the fucking Corleones, Paul Heyman is Robert Duvall. I mean, that's what he is to that organization. And I look at what he did to anybody that he's got his hands on, whether it was Punk, whether it was Brock Lesnar, and now I think the next person that he's going to get his hands on to give that day in day out knowledge is going to be Braun. Will be Bronson. So he's going to get the ability to be in that diesel position where he's the heater for who I think is probably the best worker they've got. I One thing I will say on that on the three-way dance for the main event for night one was unbelievable spots. They kept it going. It didn't feel elimination chambered, laid down.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
mean, the fucking spot when Roman goes for the spear and feeds it into the fucking pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you watch that back in slow motion, like you forget how good those fucking three guys are.
Mm-hmm.
Like people will say the era before those motherfuckers right there, those three guys can all fucking go. I mean, they can go. And that one spinning whatever the fuck that Rollins did, I'm just like, and they say that he's a beast as far as his cross training but he has that ability that Shawn Michaels had, but at a higher degree of just knowing where the fuck his body is.
Mm.
And he takes off. So Logan Paul has that innate, like a fucking cat, where you throw him and he lands on his feet.
Mm.
So
And so yeah, so with those triple threat matches, and you never want the guy waiting for the bus. You know what I mean? Like three
no,
people can't be wrestling at once. We understand that, but what is the third person doing? And never once
no,
did I ask myself that in this match. So I do
no.
have to tip my
They
hat
did
to them for
such
that.
a great job of before you could get to that point, they were already beyond it. And it was like you had to reload and go, okay, sooner or later this has got to slow down. And it's like, nope. And then when it did slow down, you knew it was go home.
Mm.
And then the go home was not what people expected.
Right.
So I thought the psychology was great. I thought it was laid out great. Again, that Paul Heyman had a huge uh, interest and say so into where that went and how it was executed. Um, I think that was, I thought, a really brilliant piece of business to get what they wanted out of that match and to be able to Monday for Seth to walk to the ring and not be so jokerish and a lot more the man,
Right.
you know.
using WrestleMania to kind of reset a course for people sometimes,
Yes.
which this event kind of does. It's, the end of season
Yeah.
into the next season. Um, as far as Braun goes, though, um, what would you tell Braun now? I mean, he's clearly going to be positioned for something. Um,
Don't work not to get hurt, but don't fucking work without the fucking thought pattern of you can get hurt. Like, don't be spearing people every night through shit.
mm,
Maybe have a backup to where instead of it always being a spear, maybe like a flying elbow, something that he can land in somebody's chest to protect himself a little bit more.
or forearm or something like that.
Yeah,
Where, yeah, yeah, because if he's going to be moving into the high profile here, you got to stay healthy.
yeah. And he's young as fuck, man. He's like 25, 26 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just now the world's his, man. He's just got to abide his time, and
What about stick work?
I think that I think that will come, but I think that he's already shown that he's got the ability.
Okay.
And then why do you put Heyman? Why do you put Heyman with somebody?
Well,
He's
the
your
question
he,
is though
but he's
that
your
how much of
mouthpiece.
he's your
Paul be,
mouthpiece.
Paul
Hmm.
becomes your mouthpiece,
Right.
and then as Lesnar grows, Lesnar's able to take more and more of that, and then I remember when Lesnar did the dancing with the beatbox and all. I mean, the character just continually develops, but he's not he's not put in a position to fail. He's put in a position to fucking succeed by having everything set up accordingly.
Mm.
That's the key. That's when you know you're running on fucking 12 cylinders. When you have the ability to fucking okay, we're gonna anoint him. He's gonna be the next big thing, and we're gonna take care of him. And we know the form. They already know the formulation. Now they just have to plug in the pieces and let it fucking grow.
Hmm.
You're not gonna get fucking bud off the fucking plant in 2 weeks. You gotta let it fucking grow.
Hmm.